Okay, now my recording has started. Please let me know. I want to ask for two things. Can you hear me? And is the background noise not disturbing us? Am I audible? And is the background noise not disturbing us? Yes, welcome everyone. Welcome to Synctellect Automation Hub, Data Science, Machine Learning, and MLOps training program syllabus. So people were asking, we are doing data science. Why are we seeing machine learning? Why are we seeing MLOps? MLOps means machine learning operations. So I would telling us why we need to hear it, why we need to learn it, and I think I'm hearing some. And the background noise is not disturbing. Okay, thank you. Aha. So data science is the foundation of training all the models that you see now, AI models that you use. Apart from being an AI engineer, AI engineers tends to bring those models into life, use them, but data science are the main orchestrator, that um the people that train the and make them available for AI engineers to use. I hope I am passing the message. Are we getting the message, please? I think that. So now machine learning is part of the techniques used to train model. We have machine learning, we have deep learning. So we'll be going into some details of machine learning. Why MLOps, which is machine learning operations, it's actually similar to DevOps. So you know DevOps is development operations. So people after in the software lifecycle, after developers have created, some people have to make that thing readily available and sustainable for the wide users. So that's what MLOps is all about. Not too much of a big drama. I hope you get that simple explanation. So this training from Python fundamentals to deployed machine learning engineering projects. So the training tends to be AI integrated, theory plus practical, project and deployment based learning. So we are going to be using AI at different points of this program to learn, to debug, to research, and do a number of stuff. And also we'll be doing theory and practical, theory explaining theoretically, and then practicalizing what to be explained. We would work on um, different different projects together, and then we will deploy our project. So our project is not just going to be sitting down inside our local machine and some other stuff. So we would actually be deploying our projects. Do you understand that? You understand? I hope you understand. So now the duration of the of this syllabus duration is 4 months, and this brings a discrepancy where people say, okay, we are doing 2 weeks AI automation, we are doing 2 weeks data science, we are doing 2 weeks data science. Why are we having a 4 month syllabus? So the boot camp is actually running for 2 weeks. The main cohort or the main course will be a 4 month long stretch learning, which will take us from beginner to intermediate level and job ready. So now people were expecting to see experts or advanced. So I believe personally that you don't train people to become experts or to become advanced in what they do. They by practice, by experience, by different experience, by doing those things often and often, they can get to they can get themselves to the expert or professional level. But then with Synctellect, you'll be able to like reach the intermediate level and the audio breaking. Can't get what's saying. Anyone else? Anyone else encountering the audio breaking? Please, am I audible enough? Someone complained about the audio. I want to be sure if I'm audible enough. Please any reaction, perhaps just a thumbs up or a yes on this call so that I can know if I should continue or find a solution to this. Okay, my audio is good. I think it says my audio is good. I need one more person to confirm so that we can move on. One more person. Okay, it's good. So I'll try my possible best to be at the top of my voice right now. So the languages I'll be taught. So as a data scientist, you have to have a deep knowledge in one particular programming language. So for data science, mostly that I know, Python is the most supported language for data science and AI. So assuming we are doing web and some other stuff, backend engineering content, you can be doing some other programming languages. But for this track, we'll be learning Python, and then we would first, at some point, you'll be like, I don't learning Python, I know you need data science yet. So Python is one of the tools that would help us achieve a lot of techniques in data science. So we'll be learning Python in depth. Tools to be covered, we'll be learning different libraries and frameworks in Python: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Scikit-learn, Seaborn, SQL, MongoDB, Flask or Fast API, Git and GitHub, Postman, Docker, using of cloud, and MLOps. The format is to be an instructor-led practical base. I've said this, and at the end of the cohorts, there will be a final 2 weeks to build a capstone project. We'll be doing projects at different points. But then the capstone project will be at the final weeks. So moving on. So the program overview, these are a lot more readable. Then I'll just glance through it so that we can move on. So the program overview, this is a 4 months instructor-led data science, machine learning, and MLOps program designed to take learner from a strong fundamental all the way through building, deploying, hosting, and maintaining a live machine learning system. The full path towards becoming a machine learning engineer, not just a model builder. Yeah, not just somebody that doesn't build model. Unlike a typical intro data science course, this course treats Python as a first class subject on its own. We are going into details of Python, loops, conditional statements, functions, object-oriented programming will be taught in real depth because it will be used for data library before data libraries are introduced. So when we start using some libraries, it gets more and more easy. And since there is AI, we can learn faster and in a more better way. From there, learners move through data analysis library, working with real, relational, and non-relational data source. Statistics, yeah, we'll do a bit of statistics and statistic probabilities, ML mathematics. Yeah, mathematics that surrounds machine learning. So we'll do machine learning, and then full engineering side of the job: deployment, containerization, hosting, and MLOps. So program objectives: build deep genuine fluency in Python. Yeah, at the end of this program, you should be able to be comfortable writing Python as a data scientist, even more than a data scientist. You should be able to do some cloud, some web-based stuff with Python. Master core data science stack using the data libraries. Learn how to source and combine data from anywhere. So one of the things that we're going to do is learn how to combine data, get data, because when there's no data, there's nothing more to train. So data, which is information, is what we use to train a model. So learn how to get data from anywhere, learn how to store them, and even combine them anywhere. Understanding core statistics and machine learning well enough. So we are not just going to be on the program and then just learning using AI to orchestrate everything. We're going to try to learn the basics. So I say the basics, so that we get to know the machine learning, the math behind ML and data science. You understand? So that we can, at some point, we can be able to modify, tune, and do a lot of stuff to our model. Learn to deploy. So yeah, I'm more on deploying, because when you create good models, everything, and then you don't deploy them, you're just seeing them locally to yourself, is as good as using it for practice. But then to showcase it, we'll be deploying it, and we're using AI assistant simple front ends to work. So we're not going to be learning front end as it does AI assisted generated codes to do the front end and then post it. Gain working competence in engineer toolbox, understand MLOps fundamental, create a fully deployed portfolio ready custom project. Who this course is for: learners who have completed or want to move into building and deploying of models, graduates and job seekers aiming to learn data science, machine learning, AI engineering, developers who want to add machine learning and deployment skills to their existing programming background, anyone serious about going beyond notebooks. Anyone serious going beyond notebooks, because we're doing more than just notebooks here. So tools that we covered, I think I've mentioned this earlier: core language, Python, data analysis library, data sources, how to get data from different sources, statistics and machine learning math, deployment, infrastructure and cloud, MLOps, operations, AI tools, we're using some AI tools, Cloud, ChatGPT, pilots, and we also learn how to program with AI, like how to write code with AI. Trust me, we're in the era of AI, and we will not be writing code the way I used to write it back then. We'll be using AI assisted programming. Teaching methodology, I think these are quite self-explanatory. Okay, a good stuff to do, please. Let me do that now. I will be sending this syllabus over to, no one requested for it, by the way. I was expecting someone to request for it, but I'll just send it out of my own goodwill. I'll send it. So I'll be sending this syllabus to our group so that we can have it, and then we can be able to follow it as much as we can. You can try to read ahead, you can try to follow ahead, you can do more research. That's what I say. Synctellect won't possibly cover everything you need to know about data science, but it'll take you to a very good stage. So personal research, and I do like to say that I like people that can do research more on their own, because to survive in this era that we have, you should be very competent in doing research on your own, and then being able to learn research, because more tools keep coming out day by day. Even after we are done with Synctellect, you can get something new, and then you want to learn it. Doing research will be very fine. So let me send this syllabus to the group right now, that we all can have a copy. Where is this? Okay. Yeah, sent to the group. I hope it is already loading. I hope you get it. You get it soon. Now back to the course. So at some point, we'll be doing collaborative practice. People will be collaborating on GitHub and deploying together, mirroring those real engineering teams, how work flows in real team. Now, program structure, we have the big one for Python mastery, data, module 1 for Python mastery, module 2 for data, libraries and EDA, working with data sources, machine learning and statistics, deployment engineering, cloud and containers, MLOps, custom projects. So now we are going to the detailed weekly curriculum. This detailed curriculum will be what we will be following. And note, this curriculum is for us to follow. It's like a guide for us. At some point, you might say, okay, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing this? You don't have, this was mentioned and this was not mentioned. Why are you involving it? It's like a guide for us. We could deviate from it a little bit and then move back to it, but then it's just like it's something that guides us. Like we are not we are not in a secret court with it and then follow it. We are just to guide us so that we are on the right path towards learning. I hope you get that. Before this, so this our detailed wiki program will be what we will be following based on each week, which today happens to be our first class. So I think, yeah, prerequisites to learning: a laptop capable of running Python, Docker, and a code editor is recommended. So I think 8 gig PC would be very okay for that. No prior programming experience required, but willingness to learn and write code every day is appreciated. Consistent attendance and completion of weekly builds. So we want people to be, I want people to be more consistent towards learning. So and then this attendance is crucial. So let me even try to take attendance right now. So you'll be able to follow till the end of this project, till the end of this learning, which the 2 weeks cannot be enough to learn a lot of stuff. We are still looking towards extending it to a 1 month program, but let's see how it goes. So if you register for the main cohorts, for the main course, you'll be getting certificates after completion. So yeah, let's move on to okay, before that, when moving on, do we have anyone that have any question? So far, based on what I have said, any question, if there's something you don't understand, you could let me know and then I can answer you. I'm not getting any response from anyone. I'm not getting any question from anyone. Okay, if you are good to go, just give me a thumbs up. If you are good to go, give me a thumbs up. Okay, can see somebody say we are good to go. Okay, makes sense. Trying to use that pick some attendance. Now, before we actually move on into seeing what to installing Python and doing some other stuff, I would have a question for you guys also. So data science. What do you understand by data science? What do you understand by data science? Should I call names or we would see volunteers that want to answer that? What do you understand by data science? Just as simple as you can, as detailed as you can. We are not grading anyone here. We're just trying to get ideas. I think Mr. Abdul Samad Surajuddin, please can you say something? Perhaps you can unmute your mic and then just speak. Okay. I don't know if it is sister or brother Arat. Can you say something? What do you understand by data science? Please, this should be an interactive learning session. I want everyone to talk. I talk, you talk. Everyone is there to learn, by the way. Everyone is there to learn. I'm not seeing any volunteer. Sister Shukra, can you say something about what you understand by data science? And if you don't say anything, I think I'll just bring it on by myself. Nobody's answering. Click likes. We have a class of people that don't talk. Okay. Let us move on. I know that people that have not called their name, I'll have to call them. Okay, so when we talk about data science is actually one of the courses, skills that I feel like is not dying anytime soon, and it's very wide because it's kind of entangled with a lot of things. It's a multi-interdisciplinary field which combines mathematics, programming, statistics, cloud, data, you understand? So yes, let us go into it. Let me just give us a theoretical readings of what data science looks like. So data science is an entire multidisciplinary field that combine mathematics, statistics, programming, and artificial intelligence to extract actionable insights from raw data. I'm getting a call. Okay, sorry about that. I received a call. I should attend to it. It enables organizations, individuals, SMEs to uncover hidden pattern and forecast future trends from from their data. It helps them to arrive a data-driven decision and making predictive model and machine learning using predictive models and machine learning algorithms. So what basically they are doing is, based on the data extracted from the organizations, we're helping as data scientists, you'll be helping them to uncover hidden patterns and also forecast future trends that will occur using predictive models and machine learning algorithms. So there are different algorithms of machine learning that we will be using as data scientists to achieve those. We are way. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this out of my head. We are way ahead of this era of writing. So back in the old days, some people came up with those algorithms. So it's entangled of a lot of math and behind. But then thanks to Python and Python libraries, we could actually just import a library and use them directly. So we don't have to bother about the mathematics that is embedded in it. I hope you understand. I hope that's cutting. Okay, so data science lifecycle generally involves 5 key steps. Collection of data, which is gathering data, scraping, getting data from user interaction, databases. And trust me, there's a lot of data in this recent world. We have a lot of data. So cleaning/wrangling, preparing and organizing data to remove inaccuracies, analyzing, applying statistical or computational models to identify trends, decision making, utilizing insights to solve problems and make informed strategies, tools that can be used for data science. We have programming tools, we have SQL tools. So for programming, the main programming language is Python. There is also a programming language called R. I will not be teaching us that, but I want us to learn that. There is R programming language. I do write Python and R, but I'm very, very much conversant with Python. So apart from Python and R, there are some other programming languages that we could use too, but then Python and R are still widely used presently. So I think there's Java for data science, but then I'm imagining, I have not written it before, but I'm imagining how it will be very hard. I think there's Scala, there's Julia, but then I've not written it before, and I hope to write it someday. But I'm looking at the possibility of how hard it's going to look like writing those. So we have Python as a programming language. We have SQL for database querying, and also we have some data visualization can actually visualize using Power BI. But in this course, we'll be working mostly with Python and SQL. Visualization is well more treated for the data analytics class. So yes, I hope you get me. I hope we understand that explanation, that introduction to data science. So as data scientists, what are your roles as a scientist? So in the data lifecycle, we have quite a number of roles. We have starting from data engineers to data analysts to data scientists to machine learning engineers to MLOps engineers to AI engineers to AIOps engineers. So the life cycle is from collecting. So now somebody has to collect data. Data engineers are more like it is more of their responsibility to collect the data. Data analysts to clean and get some insight from the data. Data scientists to also clean. Actually, as data scientists and data analysts, you could find yourself in a scenario when you are gathering data, when you are collecting data. So it depends on the organization. Imagine you're working for yourself individually and um you don't want to hire or use a data engineer. You could actually do those stuff. I found myself in that scenario before, trying to get data by myself. So we learned something called web scripting and some stuff to get data and then collect data easily. And so data scientists, your role is to clean, analyze, and build models. So machine learning engineers build models. Most of their work will not be cleaning and collecting. Will be building models. You can see they are buying somewhere. Data analysts and data scientists are buying at collecting. Data scientists and machine learning are buying at building model. So the machine learning engineer would build model. I hope I'm not too fast. Would build model and then deploy it so that people can use it. Why AI engineers would use those deploy models inside of different workflows. I hope that makes a lot more sense to us. Now, Python. We have quite a number of tools that we're using in this program. So we would be installing them and using them as we get to them. So we're not going to be doing Git and GitHub now. As we get to them, we keep installing them. So we have Python. So for now, we'll be working with Python, VS Code, or Jupyter. Python, VS Code, and Jupyter. So I would quickly show us how to do those, how to get Python, how to get VS Code, and Jupyter Notebook. The Jupyter Notebook is very, very much easy to train models. Later, we'll be introducing ourselves to Google Colab, which you can train your models in the cloud and you don't get disturbed by using out your local machine. Okay, that. So give me a thumbs up if you are ready to move on to how to install Python, VS Code, and Jupyter. Actually, we're not using Jupyter as a stand. You can use Jupyter as a standalone. Let me explain this. How do I explain this? We could use Jupyter as a standalone. Like we can actually install Anaconda. From Anaconda, we then install Jupyter Notebook, which is actually a way. Anaconda comes with Python. And another way is using VS Code. VS Code, you can get Jupyter extension, VS Code, and then you can now write inside. But trust me, I would say we should go with the more. Jupyter Notebook does come with a lot of libraries too. It comes with a lot of libraries. So I think I'll just show us both path and then, but basic to me basically working with VS Code is much more perfect for me because most engineers work with it and then it is very easy to use also. So yes, let me stop sharing my screen and share the screen that shows my browser. Stop sharing. Share screen. Okay, I hope you can see my browser screen right now. So I will not note that for Python, for VS Code, just come to just say VS Code download. VS Code download. If you're using a Mac, I'm using a Windows PC, so I might not be able to give a very good response to your answer, but it should follow this same pattern while trying to install using Mac to download for Mac and then install it. So VS Code download for Windows 11. Just click on it. The download has started. So it will start and then some of them be not too much. But I have this installed before. I have VS Code installed. I will not be installing from scratch. So once this is done, we just orchestrate it and it will work. Now we have to download Python. So Python download, just type Python download inside of your search engine and just click on this. Click on Python download. So click on this download Python. Okay, it's actually downloading the installer manager. I don't download the installer manager. I download the main Python. So it's downloading the manager, like this will help me to download Python. But no, I have to download the standard, the main Python directly, not the installer manager. And trust me, using the installer manager too, can see now I'm downloading the main Python directly, not using the installer manager. Using the installer manager too, I've not tried it before, but I think you will be able to achieve this same thing from it. So I hope you are getting me. Let me check up on everyone. Please, do you get these steps that I said just now? Did we get these steps? Is it clear enough? Please, is it clear? Because we're getting to the more technical now. We're not reading. We're doing some technical stuff so that we don't lose ourselves while going on. Do we get it? Are we getting it? Is it? Do you understand? But that's not. We have not gotten to the hard. So Python and VS Code have been installed successfully now. Have been downloaded successfully. Now let's come on to installing them. What now? Let me share my whole screen so that I can see the process of installing. Let me share my whole screen. Stop sharing. Okay. Okay, you can see my screen generally now. That's my screen generally. So I'll come to my downloads. I'll come to my downloads. So you can see this is my Python. This is my Python. This is my VS Code. So to install them, just right click, run as administrator. I will tell you I have VS Code installed before. So I will not be running it entirely. I will not be installing it entirely. I'll just work some aspect and then stop. It will bring this. Yes. It's clicked. Should it run it? And I clicked on yes. It's bringing this. The installer is not meant to be run install. Okay. Now just click on accept. Next. Create desktop icon. Next. Install next. But then it will start installing now, but I would cancel it from my own side because I have one installed already. So this will actually not install because I have a VS Code installed already. I want to cancel it. Cancel now. Yes. So you can see I've cancelled it. So for your own, you should install it completely. I hope that is clear. And it is not. It is clear and I've not confused you all. I'll take silence for yes. Please, if you're having any issues with it, if perhaps it's not clear, please kindly let me know so that we can. Perhaps when you are watching the video later, you can try to install it. Any issues that you have, please kindly reach out on the group. We will take a look at it together and we will solve it. So now to our Python, right click, run as administrator. I would also not be installing this completely because I do have Python on my PC before. So click on yes. You can see now, you can see customized installation, install now. I will just beg you to just use install now instead of using For you get more and more very good with the settings. When you install it uninstall, you can actually customize your own installation and choose where you want to save it. But for now, just go with this um pre the definition of this place and just use it directly. Just you can see installing, initializing, and then it installs very fast. So not too much of an hassle. Do you understand? Not too much of an hassle. Quite straightforward. So now I'll just cancel this so that I had it before, so I'll just cancel it. And I can see it is rolling back. So I hope you understood. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear? Did we get it? Can I move on? So now we have to we now know how to get our Python and VS Code installed. Please a thumbs up. I want a thumbs up from everybody to be sure that we now know how to do that. I actually believe quite a number of us would have that before, would have done that before. Yeah. Okay. Looks good. A minute, please. Everyone, please. I want to do something a minute. Okay, now let's move on to actually seeing what VS Code looks like. Okay, to check if your VS Code if you have VS Code installed or not. To check if you have it installed or not, just come to CMD. CMD means command prompt, but it's just because you are using CMD for Windows. For Mac users or Linux users, I think you type terminal or something. Terminal. I'm not conversant with using Mac or Linux, so I work better with Windows. Okay, so this is my command prompt. So if you type Python version, as it's telling me I have Python 3.10.11 installed. I have a number of them installed by me. I have 3.10, I have 3.11, and 3.14. So we want to check if VS Code is installed to type code version to work. Code version. As it's telling you, you have this installed too. I hope that makes sense. And you can check it manually too. Check it manually from this place. Python. I see Python 3.14 is installed as an app. You can also do VS Code. I say I have Visual Studio Code here. So now let me open Visual Studio Code so that we can see it. So okay, I have this file before on the new Windows that I use to explain to us the new Windows. Look like. So if you don't have some, you might not have some business files, but these are what it looks like. File, you can do quite a number of stuff with this aspect. So you have the folder, like our Explorer, like your PC Explorer, you can search. You have this will more when we are using Git and GitHub. You have this debug. I don't need it. Remote container, I don't write it myself. So we have extensions here. The extension that we can install different extensions to use with now Python. We have Python installed. How would they communicate together? We have to download Python extension so that VS Code that can be able to see Python easily we will download Jupyter extension to and use them here. So now let's come in and see Python. So just try to download the extension. You say Python. So you see the Python for Microsoft taking time. Okay, so we can see this. So this is the one that you need. That's 227 million people that have downloaded it. So just click on this one. And as more we work, more and more, we have a different extension. You can see I have it installed before. If you don't have it installed before, you will see install. You can just install it and then you have Python on your, you have what can read Python on your PC. So I have quite a number of other extensions that I don't think you need presently. You can also download Jupyter Notebook. So, we talked about Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook, you can also use it inside of yes, say Jupyter. If you go on Jupyter, you can see we have Jupyter Notebook from Microsoft also. So click on it. You can see I have it installed before. I hope that makes a lot of sense to us. Please, do you understand to these points? Do you understand to these points? Please let me know if we do understand or if we are not understanding. I want to respond. Any response? No response. I think I have left my people right here. Brother Abdul Samad, Miss Sister Tunke, Sister Tunke, Brother Bimbola, Sister Supra, Brother Lukman. Please, do you all get me? Do you all understand to this point? Any question, anything you want me to repeat, or where you have been? Maybe say somewhere where you don't understand. Okay, so should I continue? Give me a thumbs up if I can just continue. It's explained enough and I should continue. Okay. Okay, I've got one person to say we should continue. Okay. So now let's move on to Python. We've installed necessary tools to be able to run Python. So let's try to now move on to learning Python. Now to learn Python is quite easy, and we'll be doing most of the theoretical aspects today, but later we will move on to the practical aspects. I want to introduce us to a website called Tutorials Points. We're using tutorialspoints.com. So we can learn Python from it. We can learn quite a number of stuff from it, but I'm going to be learning Python. I'm going to be using it to learn Python. Let's click on it. I see you can learn quite a number of programming languages on it. Let's click on Python. So here we are, Python tutorial. We'll be using this to next class might not be coming here again, but we're using it as a guide to help us navigate. Which I think for reference, it is very you at any point can refer to this to use it to learn also. As I try to ask so have W3schools, W3schools.com, so you can get stuff for them, stuff from them. So a lot vertical to this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, And to this aspect, I think he has theoretical. So skip this aspect so that we can um, have the theoretical knowledge of actual code. I think in 2 weeks we should be able to be done with our Python and then be able to do some projects on it so that we then please projects. I want us to focus on projects. We should be able to do projects in detail. Now let me stop sharing my whole screen and then let me share only the Python. But I don't like everything is just jam packed together. Let me share only the Python screen. So where is my okay? Okay. I hope you all can see my Python screen. So let's go in. Programming languages, I say most popular, I say the most, not one of the most popular. It's one of the most popular, but it's the best programming language to me. Although it's a general purpose language, it is used in various areas of applications such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, website development, IoT, Internet of Things, and a lot more. This Python tutorial has been written for beginners to help them understand the basics to advanced concepts of programming language or Python programming language. After completing this tutorial, you will find yourself at a great level of expertise in Python, from where you can take yourself to the next level to become a world-class software engineer. What is Python? Python is a very popular programming language and general purpose interpreted, interactive, object-oriented. We have object-oriented programming. We'll go into details about what that object-oriented means, and high-level programming language. Python is dynamically typed and garbage collected programming language. It was created by Guido van 1985 to 1990. You can see it was just like a 5 years project. So like Perl, Python source code is available under general public license. So Python is an open source. It is available for pretty much anyone who can use it. Python supports multiple programming paradigms, including procedurals, object-oriented, functional programming. Python design philosophy emphasize code readability with use of significant indentation. Indentation. Indentation is very, very crucial in Python. Python hello world. So to start with Python programming, the very basic program is to print hello world. You can use the print function below. Below is an example of Python code to print output. So now you can see print hello world. So you're first welcome to writing Python words. Printing hello world with Python. So what print does print a inner function, a function that came with Python that you can use to display stuff, but print to display, input to collect. So now let's try it together and let us write our first Python program, and let's welcome you to let me welcome you. A number of us have Python before. Let's try it out and a minute my whole screen. I think you see my screen now. So what I will do is I would create a new folder. Synctellect data science. I'm sorry, please. Data science, yeah. And then this will be my working directory where I write code, save a lot of stuff, where we will be practicing along together. So I'm using this as my folder that I'll be using to practice together. So I encourage you to have such a similar folder on your PC to use to learn. So let me come back to this aspect. I'll close this looking a bit. So I'll open a folder. It's a Explorer, open a folder. I'll choose my folder. I'll come to desktop, Synctellect. I think AI, that's for the AI class, for the data science class. So select this folder. So you can see now I am inside this folder, and then what I will do is restricted mode. I trust. Okay. So the first thing is create a new folder inside of this. So I will name the folder week one. Week one. Week one is creating it. Alright, I think I'm sharing my own screen so that everyone can see me. Okay. So week one. So now week one, I'll create a new file name. Hello. Oh, it's taking time. I'll create a new file named hello.py. Okay. Hello.py. Now you will ask, why am I using .py? So the extension for Python, and we have an extension for Word file, which is docs, for PDF, which is .pdf, for movies is .mp3, .mp4. Now to create a Python file, you have to end it with .py. You can see if I write .js now, it's saying JavaScript. If I write .r, it's saying R programming language. So for Python, I say .py. .py. So now we have hello.py. And now we write our first code, which is print hello world. Exclamation mark. Now, after writing this, you have to save it. You have to save it. Once you save with this Control S, you can now run it. So you say, I'll just come here and say run Python file in terminal. Taking a while to come up. I shall just open my terminal by myself, right, and run it directly. But then I don't want to do complicated stuff for you. I'll just take clickable stuff so that we can see it together. So my terminal is up. Now, my terminal is up and it has run it, and this is the output. Hello world. It did quite a number of stuff here on its own, but let me show us CLS. So let me show us a very good. Let me create. You can see, first thing first for the terminal, we have to be inside this our directory. So you can see we are inside user, Dell, desktop, Synctellect data science. Now I'll still move on from Synctellect data science. I'll move on to week one. I'll say TD week one. So now I've moved into week one. And I'll say Python. So I'm calling Python as the software I installed now. I'm calling the interpreter and say hello.py. So Python run hello.py. Now click on enter. You can see hello world. Welcome. Hello everyone. Welcome to Python. So I hope we do understand that. We do get how that was done. Please, do you understand that before we move on? Before we go back and continue to our Dora's point Python learning. Do you understand? I'm not getting any response. Okay. Can I? Are we good to go? Are we good to go? If you are good to go, just give me a thumbs up, and I know I'm good to go. Yeah, that reminds me. Please, this is a practical class, so I want every one of us to also practice either during the class or after the class watching the recording. After the class watching the recording, after, but on or before the next class, so that we should have been able to practice and then so that we don't just learn it and just not practice and possibly forget. So we should practice while learning. Does that make sense? Please practice. I expect you guys to also be practicing along with me and telling me, okay, I'm getting this, I'm not getting this is working, this is not working. So please, let's do that. Okay, should I move on? Let me call names now. Brother Abdul Samad, brother Sister Arat, brother Sister Atinuke, brother Abimbola, Sister Shukra, brother Lukman. Should I move on? Are we good to go? Okay. I'm getting one person to give thumbs up. Looks nice. Now let us continue to this guy. Now, while doing that, Python Online Compiler, our Python programming tutorial include various examples to explain different concepts. They have provided an online compiler for us. So now you can, assuming you don't want to go through this thread of setting up your own and doing some other stuff, but I will advise to set up your own and do it the hard way, do hard things, so that we can be able to like practice and say, when you're using the online compiler, their online compiler, we'll actually practice on the mobile and PC, but then to do more technical stuff, you have to like set up your own environment, which is the best. Now, characteristics of Python. The following are important characteristics of Python. It supports functional and structured programming methods as well as OOP. It can be used as scripting language or can be compiled to bytecode for building large applications. So scripting can also use it to script. People in cybersecurity to also use it. People doing cybersecurity use Python and they use it for scripting and some other stuff. And you can also build it into large applications. I think Pinterest was built on Python, I'm not sure. We have top companies that are built on Python. So it provides very high level dynamic data types and supports dynamic type checking. It supports automatic garbage collection. It can easily be integrated with other old programming languages, C, C++, Combra, Java. Application. Python is a general purpose programming language known for its readability. Python is very easy to read. It's very easy to read. See, print hello world. So print just print this. We are giving somebody a letter, print this for me, and saying it's printing this for you in the terminal. So very easy to read. It can get more a bit technical, but it's still easy to read compared to some other programming languages. In data science, Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib are used for data analysis and visualization. Python frameworks like Django and Pyramids make development and deployment of web application very easy. Backend engineers mostly use Django, but then for we are going to be working with Fast API of Flask to make it easy. So we're not going to be doing Django because we are not backend engineers and we really don't need it. So for programming, this programming languages also extend to applications to computer vision and image processing. So computer vision, image processing is not what we're actively touching in this. We should touch it, but not what we're actively touching. Maybe there will be a special. I think when we get more advanced, that's the advanced level where by practicing you will get to those two. But then they are quite not much of an has they are quite easy to navigate. It's also good in many tasks like automation, job scheduling, GUI development, etc. Features of Python. The latest release of Python is 3.4. The one that was downloaded. The 3.x because they don't know when we are reading this, and these are the reason for time. As mentioned before, Python was widely used languages on the web, and I'm going to list a few of them. Easy to learn, easy to read, easy to maintain, a broad standard library, interactive mode, portable. You can see you just install it very quick and it's easy to use, like very, very portable to use. Database, extendable database, it can connect to a number of database, GUI programming. And then we're not doing that safe. GUI programming has to create desktop apps and some other things. Scalable. So for handling database, you can go for Python, MongoDB tutorial, Python SQL tutorial. These are some other stuff. So yeah. There are lots of things to read here. That is a lot of things to read, which I feel it is, we can read it on our own, we can read it on our own. Very, very easy to read. So I want to give us as an assignment, because to be honest, reading manually for us, I think we don't even, we will not like me reading manually for us. So I want us to go into more details to read these stuff. So there is overview, number of stuff that I feel it's well explained enough, and then we don't need to keep ourselves waiting here reading from a source to us. We cannot read it. Please kindly read it. There's the history of Python, how it was written, the person that wrote it, the years it took to write it, and divisions. Please let's all kindly up to this. Read history, overview, history, futures, Python versus C++. You can also read that too. Python LWord program. I think we've done that before. We've tried this. Just right. The other thing is that different ways, but you can read up the different ways and try to. If you have any issues, do let me know. But then I think this is one of the best way to write it that I've shown here. Now, Python application area and Python interpreter still much more theoretical aspect which I want us to learn. If you have any questions, do let me know. Ask on the group. Ask on the Telegram. If possible, you're not getting answers, tag me, or the last results, my DM, but I'm my DM. So people can learn to, others can learn. It's good to just drop it on the group. Now, Python environment setup, how to set up the local environments. That's what we did while trying to install. And now, for people that are using Linux, there's the way to do that. We that are using Python, I think I've showed us. And for people that are using Mac, you can see for Mac too, they've shown you how to install it. So the last thing I'll be doing for today, which is Python virtual environment. Now, let me just read this and we'll do it together to see how it works. Are we still with me, my people? Are we still getting it? Are we not bored? Okay, I think we've done the class for quite over an hour. Okay, so let's get to it. Don't be bored. It gets more interesting as we move on. It gets more interesting. As we get more interesting, it gets more technical and more convincing. Confusing. Yeah. So Python virtual environments. Python virtual environments creates a virtual installation of Python inside a project directory. How do I explain this? That will make us understand. So also is a popular word actually. So we can have different environments for Python. So users can install and manage Python packages for each project. This allows users to be able to install packages and modify their Python environment without fear of breaking packages installed. So how do I explain so that I'm very clear? Now we can be working on multiple projects and then you have one Python installed. While working on projects, you can have different libraries, different dependencies that you are using. And those dependencies can have different versions. I'm working with NumPy 2.0, Pandas 3.1, different versions. A certain version can work with a certain project, while another version can work with another one. So having virtual environment that handles different versions is very good. Rather than just when I want to run the first project, I destruct the second project. When I want to run the second project, I destruct the first project. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand it. So that's why we have virtual environments. So the virtual environment is considered as disposable. You can dispose it after using it. Used to contain a specific Python interpreter and software library and binaries which are needed to support a project contained in a directory conventionally named VENV, virtual environment.venv, virtual environment, not considered as movable or copyable. Not considered as movable or copyable, but I do disagree with this because I've copied a virtual environment to somewhere else before. Like I've copied it and I went with it, so which is not difficult. So that's that about that. This is a minute. I need to check water. A minute. Okay, so I am back. So now, when you install Python software on your computer, it's available for use from anywhere in the file system. This is a system-wide installation. While developing an application in Python, one or more libraries may be required to be installed using the pip utility. So pip is Python Independencies Manager or something. Pip, I forgot the name of it. Python installation. Python, I forgot the name of pip, the full meaning of pip, but it helps to install different libraries and frameworks for Python. Moreover, an application, let's say app A may require a particular version of the library, say some lib 1.0, at the same time, another Python application, let's say application 2, may require a newer version of the same library, some lib 2.0. Hence, by installing a newer version, the functionality of the app 1 may be compromised because of conflict between two different versions of same libraries. This conflict can be avoided by providing two isolated environments of Python in the same machine. This is called virtual environment. A virtual environment is a separate directory structure containing isolated installation having a local copy of Python interpreter, standard libraries, and other modules. The following figure shows the purpose of and advantages of using virtual environments. So you can see we have Python. This is the main Python. So these are three different virtual environments: virtual environment 1, virtual environment 2, virtual environment 3. So we now have pip install Ansible, just general Ansible. Pip install Ansible 2.0.0.1. Pip install Ansible 2.4.1.2. So these three environments are using three different Ansible, which is understandable enough. So now, how to create virtual environments using Python. So let's do that. So I would not be, but you can read this up, but I'm not following this. I'll just show how to activate and deactivate it directly from this aspect of our. So first thing first, you have to know where you want to create your environment. So to create environments, you have to create the environment in the root folder of your project. Now let's say week 1 is my root folder. I will create my environment in week 1. If Synctellect Data Science is my root folder, I'll create that environment in Synctellect Data Science. Let me show you an example. This example, yeah, this is an example. Okay. You might not have been seeing my, oh my god. Can we see my screen for this? Sorry. I hope you can see the screen better now. Please, if you're not seeing anything, you can just kindly let me know so that I know how to adjust and then so that I understand. Let me use this as an example. So EPUB to PDF, this is just a code used to convert. I just need to convert this EPUB to what, to PDF, so that I can read it. I love reading PDFs rather than reading EPUB. I don't even have app to read EPUB, so I just got a code, the requirements, and then used it. So now this is the virtual environment. You can see my virtual environment now is directly in my virtual environment is in my what? My project folder. This is the project folder. Is under EPUB to PDF, not under my books or anywhere. It is under this directly. So because this is my project folder, so you have to know where to create your project, your virtual environment at the root of the project folder. So now I will take week 1 as my root. I'll take it as my root, so that you don't get confused where you're creating it or some other stuff. So that the code to create virtual environment is, you can see this aspect, this place. I will close this for now. So you see Python M. So M, that means modular. VENV. That means virtual environment. I've done it. I want to create a virtual environment. Now the name of the virtual environment, I will say test VENV. So the name of the virtual environment is test VENV. I'm testing to create this virtual environment. I hope you understand. So you can give it any name that you want, but mostly just name it VENV so that you can be able to use it real quick and fast. So I'll just say enter. So if you create a new folder here containing that, you can see that's created new folder named what? Test VENV. It does it on its own. You don't have to worry about that. It does it on its own. You don't have to worry about it. And after completion, I will just, it has not completed yet. It is still creating some other stuff inside of it. Once it is completed, I will have a new line, and then I will now activate it. So once you create it, you now activate it and run your dependencies, your function inside that. I hope you understand. I hope we do understand. So once it is done, let's wait for it to be completed. Okay. Now I'm losing patience. Why are you slow? Why are you slow? This is taking a while, taking a very difficult while. Gotta be fast. Because we are almost 6:30, everyone is almost sleeping. Absolutely. Now I'm tired. Why are these people shouting? It's not done yet. It should be done now. That's quite all what we need. Okay, it is now done. So one thing I will do is, you say test environment. Okay, now let me show. I did something that might not be clear. So to clear all this, I will say TLS, that means clear this aspect, enter to clear everything. So now to activate, the way I do use to activate, which is very simple. You try to enter this folder. You enter this folder, you say tests here. When you start typing, you can just use tab. That will autocomplete it for you. To autocomplete it for you. You then say script. When you start typing, you use tab, it brings it for you. You now say activate. You can see when I press A, I will say activate. And you click enter. So you can see now, it's telling me test DMV is now at the front. That means it has activated this guy for me. Activated it for me. So now this is activated. So when I'm saying Python print hello world, I'm running it from what? From inside this virtual environment. From inside this virtual environment, not from the general Python per se. Do you understand? Hope you understand. So now we have it. And now to deactivate, not too much of just type deactivate and then enter. You can see it has been deactivated successfully. Did you get this, please? Did you get it? Do you understand? Clearly and without any answer, please let me know if you understand. Why saying that this will be where we'll be stopping today. In our next class, we'll move on to some more cool aspect of Python and then do some more interesting thing together. So please let me know. Do you have any question or what has been said so far? Is it explained enough and is it well detailed? Don't we have any issues with it? Please let me know. Is this one? Let me ask one by one. Sister Tinuke, I hope you understand clearly. Brother Bimbola, sir, I hope you understand clearly. Shukra, Brother Lukman. Okay, Brother Lukman is saying you understand clearly. I want to make sure we started with quite a number of people and then we are going for at the end of the class. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sister Shukra and Brother Bimbola. Do we understand it? Do we get it? So we'll call it a day for today. We are at the end of wrapping up the class. So yeah, if there is no question, if there are no, thank you very much, everyone, for joining today's class. Please let's practice. The recordings will be sent to the group. The recordings will be sent to the group. Please let's do well to practice. If you have any issues, let me know. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye, everyone. Nice to have you. Let me just greet everyone here. Let me greet them. Bye bye. Thank you very much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Okay, let me stop the recording.